Good morning, folks. It's your boy, the Noob. Today is a good day. See, I woke up and I came to find out while I was at work yesterday, the Ghostbusters trailer had actually dropped. If you do not know this, I am a huge Ghostbusters fan. I have been a fan since I was a kid. I grew up watching the movies. I grew up watching the cartoon animations. I bought toys. I'm actually such a fan that I'm building an Ecto Pack. I'm just a super fan. So to find out that they're going to actually make another movie based on the original two, I was psyched up. I was ready for it. Especially after that disappointing 2016 all-female Ghostbusters. Not that I'm saying an all-female cast wouldn't have worked. I just didn't like the script. I saw it and it just didn't feel right. Maybe if they had incorporated it to be part of the original Ghostbusters world instead of a reboot, I probably might have liked it, but I think they tried too hard. So hopefully this one is going to be better because it is supposed to be in the original universe from what I've read. The whole Peter Venkman, Egon, Spangler, all those. It's supposed to be in their world, and this is supposed to be what happened down the line or whatever. Now, before we get into the trailer, which I have not watched, and I really want to, I went on and I decided to look up the cast. I wanted to see who was going to be in this. How much of the original cast and how much of a new cast is going to be. And there are a few names that I really want to bring up. The first one is parts of the original cast. We have Bill Murray's coming back, of course, as Peter Venkman. Dr. Peter Venkman. Let's not forget that. He does like to make sure y'all know he's a doctor. Dan Aykroyd, of course, is coming back as Raymond Ray Stantz. Ernie Hudson, my boy, is coming back as Winston, and a cool part about him is I actually got to meet Ernie Hudson way back in the day at a con. He is one of the most polite gentlemen I've ever met, so I love seeing works that he does. Sigourney Weaver is coming back as Dana. The on-off, again, girlfriend of Peter Venkman. I don't know if they ever got married or whatever. Who knows? Probably not. And of course, Anna Potts is coming back as Janine. And of course, unfortunately, our boy Egon can't come back because, of course, our actor died. So I'm hoping something in here is going to honor and tribute him more than the little head statue that they got in the 2016 one. Because let's face it, without him, Ghostbusters really wouldn't have been Ghostbusters. And a lot of fans who were nerds and geeks really wouldn't have, connected with this movie as much. So I'm really hoping there's something in there. Now, on the new cast side, we got a few actors and actresses that you probably know or don't know. And I just want to take out a few that I really love. First of all, Paul Rudd. Motherfucking Paul Rudd. This man, this 50-year-old vampire from Hollywood who's drinking the same goblet of Christ that Keanu Reeves is drinking is going to be in this. I guess he's a teacher or something. I'm already excited because I love Paul Rudd. I've always loved his comedy. I love the way he acts, even off camera when people are interviewing him and stuff. He's just a genuinely nice guy. So I already love it as is, and especially since Ant-Man is probably one of my top 5 Marvel MCU superheroes films. So I can't wait to see what he's going to bring into this. Let's see. We've also got actress Carrie Alexander Kuhn, who is playing a character called Callie in this. You might know her from the show The Leftovers. I have not watched it, unfortunately. It really didn't strike my fancy. We also have Finn Wolfhard, who it should be a big name. Netflix's Stranger Things, which I kind of find ironic because I think it was the second season of Stranger Things, there was the whole thing where they were wearing Ghostbusters getup. So this is kind of a good transition for them. And let's face it, the kids from Stranger Things, that's what you want for Ghostbusters. We also have someone named Makina Grace, who has been on a soap opera, The Young and the Restless, for 2 years between 2013 and 2015. I've never really heard of her. Apparently she was in some Disney shows. She's going to be playing in this. And there are a few others, but that's just the ones I want to start with now. Also, something that's kind of a fan thing that I don't think a lot of people realize, one of the production companies that is working on this is called Ghost Corp. What a lot of people don't realize is there's an actual production company that deals exclusively with Ghostbusters franchises. This group, I think it was started by the fans a long time ago. I can't remember. But basically, if it's related to Ghostbusters in some ways, toys, TVs, movies, audio, whatever it is, this company usually has its hands in there. And they like to keep the Ghostbusters in the Ghostbusters world. They don't want to stray too far, which is kind of good because if you're old enough to remember when Star Trek had its toy lines way back in the day, they had some really not canon stuff made, and it was not good. So this company likes to make sure that what is on there is on there. Now, on to the main event. I know what y'all have been waiting for. You've been waiting for the trailer, especially if you have not watched it. If you have watched it, lucky you, but I have not. So let's get into it. Alright. Headphones on. And a 3, 2, 1, click.
What are you doing here in Somerville anyway?
Grand Canyon?
Honestly, my mom won't say it, but we're completely broke.
Oh.
And the only thing that's left in our name is this creepy old farmhouse.
Wait, he looks a lot like Egon. Is he going to be like Egon's kid or something?
Entertainment value?
In the middle. Ha ha ha.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's a mine shaft. Who knows what's that? Oh, it's glowing green. Ghost, yes.
Somehow, a town that isn't anywhere near a tectonic plate, that has no fault lines, no fracking, no loud
Hello,
music even,
Paul Rudd.
is shaking on a daily basis.
Yeah, it is. Oh, so, okay, he's kind of detecting thing. You're in the middle of nowhere. Why is there an earthquake?
Hey, remember that one summer we died under a table?
I found this in my living room.
Whoa, killer replica.
Wow.
A replica of what?
It's a ghost trap.
A ghost trap?
Oh, it's probably not a replica. Oh, what if that's a real thing? But then why was it hidden?
30 years. New York in the 80s? It's like The Walking Dead.
Yeah, good.
I never mentioned this to you?
It's just my mom.
Oh, he's got the scanner. Oh, that's so cool. Old school scanner and everything.
My mom says we're just here to pick through the rubble of his life.
So he is related.
Wait a minute.
That's a real trap. Oh, don't drop it.
Who are you?
Oh, could that really be his kid?
Call it luck. Call it karma.
Yeah.
I believe that everything happens for a reason.
Was that the dog?
Come on, darling.
Oh God, let that be the dog. Ectolon, yes.
It has a gunner seat?
Sweet. Oh yeah, that's constant destruction. Were they just get? Wait, was that Slimer? Oh, he's looking good. Okay, first of all, I am super hyped. I am loving this trailer. It is... Oh, there's so much to this. That's throwbacks. I'm glad the fact that they are actually talking about in the 80s there were Ghostbusters in New York. I love this. That means it's definitely in the field. It's not a joke. Paul Rudd seems to be one of those super fans or something that know about the things, Ecto-1. I'm sorry, I love Ecto-1. That whole ejection seat thing, I kind of like that because in the toy line back in the 80s, the car that you would buy actually had a seat like that would pop out and be able to shoot toy darts and all that. So that's kind of cool. I'm surprised this stuff was still working. I didn't see any of the original cast, which kind of sucks. I really hope that the original cast is not going to be flashbacks or something, because I think it'd be kind of cool to have them come in and help out these kids. And it just seemed like kids only were dealing with it, although Paul Rudd will probably be the brains that helped them, which is kind of cool. There was something I want to look at, the farm or whatever, where they found Ecto-1. I was trying to catch the name. Okay, I saw that it had an S. I had to go back and take a look. I thought it was going to say Spangler or something, but it's not. It says Shenandoah. So that's not it. But it almost sounds like the kid is going to be related to Egon, which would be great if it is, because then that means he's the new Spangler, which would be great because then it's literally transferring the torch onto the next generation, which would be a great idea. I love that this isn't in New York. It's in the middle of, I don't know, Colorado or something. I don't know. They didn't really say where they were, but they're not in a city. So it's going to be a lot different. First of all, the kids are tearing up the town, unfortunately, because they've never shot these, let's face it, they're the proton packs, the laser guns. And so it looked like they were chasing Slimer, which is kind of cool, which... That's a definite throwback, especially since in the cartoons way back in the 80s, Slimer eventually started working with the Ghostbusters, which I would love to see a little bit of, in my opinion. But if not, a cool flashback. There was that paw that slammed on the hood. I believe that's the Demon Dogs. Zool's Demon Dogs that were in the first one, which would be kind of cool because, I'm sorry, as a kid, those things freaking freaked me out. There's just so much in this. The traps, the Ecto-1, the plasma pack, the scanner, the old school scanner, which is still so cool looking. I would love to have one of those. If I saw a good replica, I probably would buy it. I would waste my money on this stuff. Oh, you can tell from this trailer that Ghost Corp put a lot of money in this. And I love the fact that there's not a lot of uber... How do I put it? Special effects sci-fi in it. Like, in the 2016 one, the one mad scientist lady, her lab and everything that she was building, it looked like, Frankenstein's monsters could have been made there. This, it was underground. There looked like spore samples and the codes and some stuff. It looked grinchy and old as it should be, which I like. This looks great. Just this trailer alone is good enough. I don't need any other trailers. Hollywood, do not make any more trailers. Do not spoil this anymore. Leave this as is. Now, this movie is supposed to come out in summer 2020. I believe I looked it up. I think it said July 10th, which is great. That means after 4th of July, the next week, you get to see some Ghostbusters. And if this does well, we might be able to bring Ghostbusters back into a new franchise with a new crew, a younger crew. And I'm sorry, I hope Paul Rudd is the mentor-like figure in this if we can't get the original crew, because his nerdum, his geekiness would be perfect for this. And I would love to watch this. I cannot wait for this. I have not been excited for a film like this since, I think, Infinity War. That should tell you how long it's been since I've had a trailer make me go, gee! Oh, I cannot wait. That was the 2020 Ghostbusters trailer, Afterlife. What did you think of this trailer? Did you watch it? Are you a super fan of Ghostbusters like I am? Or are you kind of a new one because you saw that 2016 and you're not sure? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, folks, thank you for watching me geek out on this, and I will catch you later. See ya!